How you doing? I'm going to talk about something. I want to wait for viewers to come in, you know. Well, for the sake of recording, I guess. We can talk about it. You know. As you know, I achieved a great dream in going to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Although I didn't win, it was an honor just to be there. If I achieved that dream, well, there's another dream I want to achieve. I think it's time that I achieved it. The dream of owning just at least 1 acre of woodland. 1 acre of woodland. That is my dream. A little piece of land to call myself, to call my own. I'm not asking for much. Just one little piece of land. 1 acre. 1 acre of woodland. A little house. A little cabin. I'm not asking for something big. You know? I'm not asking for much. It's cold as shit. You know? Yes, J38. I am on the spectrum. I love the outdoors. I love being in the woods and trees. And it's been my dream to have a piece of land to call my own. And since I achieved the dream of competing in the East Coast Slingshot Tournament, actually being at the East Coast Slingshot Tournament, okay, yeah, I have a dream. I think I can achieve this dream. I started a SubribeStar. I haven't got it completely off the ground yet. Have to put a little bit of money into it. Probably a $20 into it. But I could do that with your help. It's been my dream to own my own land. To have a piece for myself. Just 1 acre. 1 acre of land for Slingshot Warrior. Now, I've started as a SubribeStar. I'm not finished yet. Hello, Glor. You doing, Glor? So, that being said, let's let these trolls start. Glorbo, okay, Glorbo. Glorbro. Whatever the hell the name you are. Did you win? No, I didn't win, Bianca. But it was an honor to be there. Next year I can win. You know what I mean? I was a little green, Bianca. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I'm a little bit more experienced now, how things are run over there. I gained experience. I met some great people. That's all that matters. Okay? All right. That being said, hello, Raw. Anyway, I'm looking for my regulars here. Okay. My dream is to own land. Now, I've just set up a SubribeStar, not completely, because the SubribeStar you have to add a little money on it. So maybe a little money into the account to get it started, but that's okay. I can achieve that. So, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I've achieved a dream. Although I didn't win, you won it and couldn't. I can win next time, Bianca. I can assure you that. Not a big dream, but I believe in it. Thank you, Raw. I'm glad you believe in me, but this is my biggest dream, and it's not that big. I want a piece of land to call myself, call my own little piece of territory. But I did get a nice hat. Look at that, Liberty Slingshots. Look at that, big dream. So my dream is to become a landowner. Ah, thank you, Anthony. Oh, thank you. I got a t-shirt, but I got to clean it. I was pretty pretty cold up there. You did not want to be. Anyway, I just want to achieve a dream, people. A dream. So, this is just the beginning. I'm just letting people know. I'm letting people know what's going on. My dream is to own land. To have my own little piece of land. To be a landowner instead of renting. You know, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen 2 people achieve what they needed to achieve with websites like Gibbs & Go. Now I'm going to see what I can do with SubribeStar. I'm starting a GoFundMe, you could say. Except it's SubribeStar. SubribeStar is very similar to GoFundMe. You know? But I didn't want to use GoFundMe. Hello, Minecraft. Anyway. It's all about a dream, you know? It's all about a dream. And this is the beginning of that dream. So I'm announcing tonight that I'm starting to work towards that goal. The goal of owning land. No longer being a renter, but a homeowner. I want a piece of land for myself. Now, I'm an autistic man who just wants to achieve something, you know? So, that being said, I hope that you will support me in this endeavor. The people that support me, the people that care, will support me in my goal of buying at least 1 acre of land. 1 acre for myself. If I achieve this, I can tell you this, you're going to get more, much more content from me. I'll set up targets. I'll do all sorts of stuff. I'll be shooting all sorts of stuff. Land is the dream. So, I don't know what you're going to think. My goal is to have land. 1 acre is good. Yes, 1 acre, Anthony. 1 acre. 1 acre of woodland. Because I prefer the trees. I'm not going to have like land that's like with no trees around it. No, I want 1 acre of woodland. A small place, maybe a small trailer. Maybe a little cabin. No big house. No, just a small house. You know, I don't need nothing big. A shed. Sorry, Putty Cat. I didn't win, but I did get a lot of souvenirs. Next year, I just wasn't prepared for the tournament, sadly, but I think I'm more prepared next year. You know what I mean? How you doing, Hawk? How you doing? It was nice meeting you at the tournament. God bless you. Now, what I'm talking about today is that I've achieved a dream by going to the East Coast Slingshot tournament, meeting people that inspired me. Although I didn't win the tournament, although I didn't win anything in the tournament, I did win the experience. I got some slingshots, I got some souvenirs, and I met people that I respected. Step aside. That's okay, sister. Now, learn something, and we'll know the next year. Exactly. It's a champ. Oh, that's so true. You're a champ, Hawk. But what I'm talking about tonight, my good people out here. Ah, cool life. Thank you. Thank you. Achieve the dream, okay? Let me get out of the way. Will your dream home have running water? Yes, it'll have running water, an outhouse, you know, whatever. It'll have those things, Putty Cat. Exactly, Bianca, exactly. The point is here, my dream is to own my own land. There's been recent developments that have driven me towards that. And I'll let you know in the future about what happened and everything like that. You know? Yeps, it is. Liberty Slingshots. They had camo hats, and I like the camo hats, so I had to get one. Thank you, Bianca. The point is, okay, let me exclaim, is that I'm trying to buy land. I've already started a SubribeStar. I'm halfway there. I just got to put a little money in it, maybe about 20 bucks, you know. Add my PayPal. Then I'm in. Exactly. The point is here that land is an important thing for a man to own. Land is territory. Land is something that every man should own his own piece of land, in my opinion. Every man needs his own territory, his own space. I mean, we're not meant to rent. We're meant to own our own land. So, that being said, all I'm doing here is I'm starting up. This is the beginning of another dream, okay? This is not going to be easy, and I know it's not going to be easy. But I do believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe if God wants me to own land, He will ensure that I own land. That's so true, Bianca. The point is here, so I'm just trying to be a man. Oh, I'm going to be a lander. Oh, how you doing, Butler? I like your videos on TikTok. Exactly, Putty Cat. What I'm saying, Butler, is that I have a dream. Now, I've achieved one dream by actually going to the East Coast Slingshot tournament. But my biggest dream is to own my own land. At least 1 acre of woodland is what I want to do. 1 acre of woodland for myself. You know? So, this is the beginning. It's the beginning of me trying to achieve another dream. And when I was going to the tournament, before I went to the tournament, I was thinking about, I've achieved this dream. I can achieve another dream. Oh, I did. I met a lot of my heroes. I met Bill Hayes. Oh man, he is a slingshot legend, by the way. I met Can Vandal. Awesome guy. He knew me. I met Chuck and Steele. I met a lot of other guys. I met Andy No. I met Smo. I met a lot of guys. You know? Are you kidding me? I met Al. Awesome guy, you Al. You're an awesome guy. Love shooting with you. Who's this? Alright. Alright, Benny. Nobody made fun of me. No! Nobody made fun of me. They accepted me. Nah. Alright, let's just get to the point. Alright. Now this is another dream that I'm going to want to achieve, okay? And the dream is to own my own land. Thank you. Thank you, Glorbo. Glorbro, right? Nobody did. I'm a good guy. But, well, I'm not good. God is good, okay? I'm flawed just like any other human being. It was a family event, Putty Cat. There were some, but they had boyfriends and wives. Sorry, they had boyfriends and girlfriends. Ugh. You know what I mean? Well, right now I'm out and about. I just want to talk about this. Oh, welcome, Al. The point is here is that, by the way, we got 15 views and only 9 likes. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. This stream is a starting point. It's a beachhead to basically achieving my goal of owning land. I'm going to do a future stream where I set this whole thing up. It's going to be a SubribeStar, which is similar to a SubribeStar is very similar to Gifts and Go. It's similar to, you know, GoFundMe. Oh yeah, that was fun. That was awesome. Boy, that didn't do too well. Not in the heavy rain that we were dealing with. It got cold. I was not prepared. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not prepared for the weather conditions in those mountains. I was not. You know what I mean? I thought the weather would be like it is here, where it's warm. Nah. I'm gonna do that. What I also dream about is maybe growing my own vegetables, growing my own food, actually having a business of some sort. You know, maybe doing some things, and I'm growing my own food, maybe raising chickens, that kind of stuff. Maybe I could actually generate some revenue in a farmer's market and stuff like that and make a little money. A lot of things I can do. Exactly, Al. Thank you. The point is here is that that's a possibility, Putty Cat. If it makes a little do-re-mi, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I had to run into the clubhouse and not freeze to death. Unfortunately, my sleeping bag was not designed. It was a summertime sleeping bag. It was really not designed for the kind of weather conditions that I was experiencing in the mountains of Pennsylvania. It was not. Yeah, so true. I made a lot of new friends. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, I didn't win the tournament, but I learned a lot about the tournament where I can win next year. See, sometimes you gotta learn. It's a learning curve, you know? Wet conditions. Yeah, a lot of slippery mud. Yeah, I know. The point is that land is an important thing to me. My grandfather owned land. So, when I start my SubribeStar, I want to make it very clear. The most important thing, most important dream for me at this point is to have my 1 acre of land, of woodland. Now, if I can assure you this, that I will be leaving the state of Maryland. No. I'm going to either move to West Virginia or South Carolina. Now, land is cheaper in West Virginia. Thank you, Fitness Frank. But to all those that say, "Oh, I lost, I'm a loser," did you even go and try to compete? None of you would go out there and put yourself on the line like that and compete. But at least I put myself on the line and competed. Can't tell me none. Yeah, that's what it's about, fellas. Yes, and that's what it's about. I love shooting with you. Yeah. Exactly. I love the fellowship I got with my fellow slingers. I love meeting some of my heroes and making new friends and learning along the way. You know? I learned some great new slingshot shooting techniques. I got some new frames. At least you tried. You won a lot. Thank you, Fitness Frank. I got a new hat. I got some souvenirs. The point is that what I'm trying to do, and this is the first stream, so I'm setting up on the next stream. I'm going to have a little bit of another fundraiser. But it's not going to be a big fundraiser. It's going to be like $50 maybe to put into the PayPal account so I can start the SubribeStar thing to begin the process of raising funds to own 1 acre of land, of woodland. Love it. Yes. See, I achieved, thank you, Al. I achieved a dream of going to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Now, it's time for me to achieve another dream of owning 1 acre of woodland. At least 1 acre of woodland. And I know you good people can help me. I know that you supported me before, and you can support me again. And a lot of other people can support me. Everyone knows that I'm not exactly a guy who wins a lot. I'm a guy who likes to live a peaceful life. You know what I mean? You gave me a win. You people gave me a win. You got me to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. And that's a win within itself. So I ask of you, can you help me get a greater win? And that is... Exactly, Al. How you doing, Squat Shot? It was nice meeting you at the tournament. I still got the hat. I got a lot of souvenirs. Okay. That being said, my next biggest dream is to own my own land. I made it home. It was difficult getting there. It was difficult going home. But I loved every second of it. Boom. Booyah. All right, well, we got 14 views and only 9 likes. Huey. That happens, bro. At least you stood up for yourself, Huey. You're a winner in my eyes. Thank you, Al. Just remember that my dream now is to own 1 acre of woodland. That is my dream. Now, why did I start a SubribeStar? I have a dream. Yeah. Thank you, Al. God bless you. All right, we're going up to 10 likes. We're doing okay. Look, all I can say is this. What I'm trying to do is that I'm not getting any younger. I'm 44 years old. My life is halfway over. My life hasn't been easy, but funny, Putty Cat, very funny. Anyway, my life has not been easy, okay? The point is that I want to own my own piece of land. Possibly, Putty Cat. But I want to live out of the way, you know? It's time for me to get my own piece of land. So tell me, good people, will you help me achieve this dream? Just remember, I'm not a normal person. I'm a guy on the spectrum. God is playing for a second. Yeah, I know. Of course. We never know. Exactly. But I know my time is limited on this earth, Putty Cat. So, it's time to start achieving dreams. To stop putting things off. And start doing. That is the point. I don't have the time to dream and just say and just do it slowly anymore. I don't have that luxury. I don't have that luxury. So, I need to find a way and find it as quickly as I can. Thank you, Huey. I'm going to work on the price. This is just the beginning. I'm going to look at what kind of prices I'm going to be dealing with. I got to do some research. A little bit. I know that land is cheap in West Virginia, but the winters are cold as shit. It's like being up in PA. I'd much rather have it in South Carolina, where the weather's much more temperate. Just move some and squat. No, I don't want to do that, Putty Cat. That's not how I want to roll it. I want to own it. I want it to be mine. To genuinely be mine. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, Nancy, I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. This is it's just beginning. We're going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how much I need, what my financial goal is to get 1 acre of land. You know, just to get 1 acre. 1 acre of good land. 1 acre of woodland. Of wooded trees. Putty Cat, I don't care about that no more. I don't care. What I care about is the land, is owning my own land. Now, I achieved a dream. I achieved a dream by going to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. It's time for me to achieve another dream before my time is up. Well, I'm not moving to Thailand, Nancy. Not 5 acres, 1 acre. Just 1 acre, okay? 5 acres is too much. 1 acre is good. Just 1 acre for myself. That's it. I didn't say 5 acres. I said 1 acre. You know what I mean? Damn. Rural Maryland. Exactly. So I can't buy the land here. You know, I cannot buy the land here. It's more expensive in Maryland because it's a smaller state. So when I do get the money, I'm going to go to a state that has where the land is cheaper. Where I can buy it cheaper. You know? So I'm going to leave Maryland once I get the money. And I'm going to head out to another state. And I'm going to buy it cheaper. What do you think? I was going to buy land in Maryland? Hell no! You know how expensive land is here? You know how expensive the property taxes are in this blue state? No. No, I'm thinking about West Virginia or South Carolina. Alright, if you just came in, give me a like. We got 17 views and 11 likes. We can go up to 12, people. 12 likes, people. That's the goal. Always the goal. Hell no. So, no. Not here. Gosh, for an acre. Well, like I said, it's not going to be easy goal out in the wire. It's not going to be easy. But I do believe, okay, I've seen some things. I've seen like gifts and go, for example. I've seen a lot of money raised in gifts and go, for example, for that Shiloh Hendricks and that Carmilla Anthony. I believe I can do this. No. I'm willing to sacrifice that out in the wire. There's a toad. Oh, look, there's a toad. Would you look at that? Well. I can set things up. Don't worry about that. I can, chicken. I can get solar panels, live off grid. I can achieve a dream. All right, if you just came in, give me a thumbs up, people, thumbs up. I got 15 views and only 11 likes. You can give me up to 12 at least. Just one more like, one thumb up, please. Thumbs up. Water in the car. I know I'll need that. But I can get that. I wouldn't say that. Putty cat, but if that's what it's going to be, it's going to be. We're going to see what happens out on the wire. We're going to see what happens. But land is an important thing. I think that we all want a piece of land, a little piece to call our own. Do we not? Like I say, it's a dream. And I think it's a dream I can achieve. I've seen, like, the Shiloh Hendricks get a lot of money from gifts and go. Even Carmilla Anthony. And Carmilla got that for being a murderer. So if they could do that, maybe they can help an autistic guy achieve his dream. No. I know that, Putty Cat. But I just want that piece of land. Okay, we got 12 likes. Thank you. That's good. So this is the beginning of achieving a dream. I'm halfway there. I just got to put a little money into the SubribeStar to basically get donations. Anyway, let's just get it going. Let's just do what we need to do. Anyway, so, thank you. Good luck. Thank you, Nancy. This dream is not going to be easy, like it wasn't easy getting to the East Coast Slingshot tournament. It had a lot of setbacks. It had a lot of problems, but I persevered and got there. Look, I want a piece of land. I don't want to live like an Indian, okay? I know that out in the wire. There's a lot of things I got to prepare for when it comes to buying land. We're going to do some research, how much I need, and where do I want to buy. Either I do want to go South Carolina or West Virginia. I don't know which. West Virginia land is cheaper from what I heard. South Carolina land is slightly more expensive. But it's good land because the temperature. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my license and stuff like that. Don't worry. Already got my learner's permit. Campa. So, I can do this. I can achieve this dream. And I have family members. So the importance of having your own piece of land. Yeah, exactly. Putty cat. It's gonna be fun. So, I'm just telling everybody that good luck. Thank you, Campa. This is the beginning. Thank you, Campa. God bless you. Oh man, Campa. But I will achieve my dream. I want to achieve a dream. Thank you, Dead Wolf Resistance. If you just came in, my dream is to own my own piece of land, at least 1 acre of land. $200, but I was just raising for a trip. It was enough money to get me there. It got me there and back. It got me my ticket. It got me my everything. 200 and 200, okay? Got 200 from you. I already had 200 from a family member. So I wouldn't, but this is a much bigger dream. A much bigger dream. Thank you. I had $400. I made it there with about $400. I did well. So, that being said, I didn't know how expensive the slingshot frames were. We got $40, $100 for a slingshot frame. I didn't know how expensive the slingshots were at the vendors. Boy, they were expensive. I didn't know that. I will know. So, the goal is land. And I am going, if you help me achieve this goal, and this is pretty much all I want in this world. I have a cousin, if I get land in South Carolina, I have a cousin who will help me manage it. So if I get land in South Fair, 14 likes, okay. I will sell you 1 acre of land. You will? When I get them. And where is the land located, Stoney? Is the land woodland? Texas. Texas is nice and all, but it's a lot of desert. I don't like the desert. I like wooded land, you know, covered by trees. You know? No water. All right. Very good. I'm thinking about what. Ah, interesting. I have to set everything up on my own, so yeah. But it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, Putty Cat. Like I said, this is not going to be an easy situation. But it's a dream. Water. So, I think we can achieve this dream. I think it's possible. I think that I've achieved so much lately. So, I want to leave Maryland, for starters, and I want to own my own land. I want to be a landowner. I get what you're saying, Putty Cat. You know? One. It's not going to be an easy dream. All right, well. No water. All right, well. I don't care, Stony. I really don't care. I don't care, Stony. Well, this is the end. God bless you. All glory goes to God. Have a nice night. And a dream.